Hello everyone, welcome back to Interview Buddies. In today's video, I am going to show you how you can use AI and convert your natural language like regular sentences, plain English, into the SQL queries. It's a very interesting like piece of code, and that you can use it to play around and build something. So so let's get started. I have few windows open on my screen, and the leftmost is where the code is. It's basically plain Python, and it's importing some libraries, and it's using Gemini, Gemini API. So here I am getting the Gemini API key from my environment. Okay, then I'm creating a client, and then I have these database parameters, and these are used to connect to my Postgres running on my local machine. Okay, and then I have this function which is called from natural language to SQL via Gemini. So what it does, like you pass the query, like I pass the query in the plain English, and then it converts into a SQL query. So how it does that, we pass a prompt here to Gemini, and I'm asking Gemini that convert this natural language request to a SQL select query for a table called employees, and the table has these columns, these four columns. Okay, and then it returns that the Gemini returns that SQL query, well-formed SQL query in the response, and then I use that SQL query because it comes with backticks and sometimes with uh, JSON appended and everything. So that's kind of a little cleanup is doing here. I'm doing here, and then you got the SQL query. Okay, so here in the handle request function, it's handling the request. So it's coming as your string, whatever we are passing there from the screen, and then you're getting a SQL query, and then that SQL query is being passed to the run SQL function. In the run SQL function, which is right here, I am connecting to the database Postgres, and I'm creating a connection, and then I'm running the query here, query dot cursor dot execute, and it returns some rows, right, and then it closes the connection. And then before returning the result to the screen, I format that result to be more kind of presentable, and here's a function for that. So nothing AI specific happening here. It's mainly Python and how I'm presenting those rows and columns, etc. Okay, etc. Okay, and then in my main function I have this start server. So it starts on the port 8888, okay, on this local host. Okay, and it prints a message basically. Okay, so that's all this Python file is doing. All right, so AI SQL server is running at this port, and I'm going to test using NC. So NC is your netcat command. It's like a networking utility used for reading and writing to network connections using TCP or UDP ports. Okay, UDP protocols. Okay, so here I'm going to say give me all the records. Okay, and then I will ask, tell me the names start with A. Alice. Okay, that's good. And I will say how many employees have salary more than, let's say, 70,000. It says 2. So more than 70,000 I have Alice and Charlie, so the result is correct. Okay, so how many employees are there? So 4. So you see, we are just typing the regular sentences like natural language sentences, and it's transforming that into a query. So that's how you can utilize something like like this. And if you want to create, let's say, create an app that can do something more cooler stuff like this, you can totally use that. Hope you like this video, and don't forget to hit subscribe button. Thank you very much.